Hi everyone, it is grocery haul time. I'm going to show you some of the groceries that we got over the past couple days this weekend. When we got back from vacation, we were pretty depleted on groceries, so this is a bigger grocery haul than normal, so I will do a separate video for this. I'm going to start with the groceries that we got at the dollar store, which is the 99-cent only store. So here are the things that I bought when I went. So first of all, here we have Butterball chicken broth with the reduced sodium, and it's also 99% fat-free. So that is 0 smart points per cup. I got 4 cans because I'm going to hopefully be making 2 different batches of soup for my lunches this week. Then I got some of these mini bell peppers, which I love. I just love to eat them as a snack. 0 smart points. I got 2 containers of salsa because salsa is just super cheap and tastes pretty good there. So 2 of those for $1 each. I got some bananas. I like my bananas to be more on the green side. So as I've stated, once they ripen up just a little more, I will put them in the refrigerator. The skin will continue to turn brown, but then the inside of the banana will stay at the same ripeness as it was when you put it in the refrigerator. But these are almost perfect, like a little riper, and they will be perfect. So bananas, and then I got some of these heirloom plum tomatoes. Those I also really just like snacking on, so those are yummy. 0 smart points. I got some of the fat-free half and half. I'm amazed that they have this at the dollar store. I mean, fat-free half and half for $1. So this usually lasts me, this much will probably last at least 2 weeks for me. So I use 3 smart points, 3 tablespoons is 1 smart point. Then I got this greenhouse butter lettuce. Look how beautiful that looks. Oh my gosh, that looks so yummy. I'm going to use that in a wrap idea that I have for this week. And then I got some grapes. The grapes are not huge, but they look pretty good and pretty fresh, and they taste good because I already tried them out. I'm going to use the grapes to snack on, of course, and then I'm also making a Waldorf salad for my lunches this week. And then I got some pears, some pretty big pears here. I'm going to use the pears to cut up and put in my sugar-free Jell-O for my snacks this week. So then just a couple of Ziploc bags and garbage bags. So that's what I got today at the dollar store, plus a little toilet paper. Eddie, when he went yesterday, Eddie got some celery, which I'm also going to use this week. He doesn't know it yet, but I'm hoping to make some peanut butter celery for snacks this week. We both got some strawberries actually, and we both pretty much used them all already. So we both got 2 containers of strawberries. He picked up some tomatoes. I have no idea what he's using those for. Some bell peppers. That's a good deal on bell peppers. So 4 bell peppers for $1, and then some shredded carrots for $1. So he's going to use these for something, and I am as well. So that was our 99-cent store, dollar store haul. I also forgot to show this beauty. This gigantic spaghetti squash was at the dollar store too. Eddie picked this up for $1. Okay guys, here's what Eddie picked up at Winco yesterday. Winco, if you have a Winco near you, I highly recommend it because they are very inexpensive. They have a huge variety of products and very inexpensive. For us here in California, it's probably the least expensive grocery store we have other than the 99-cent store. So I highly recommend it. Here's what Eddie picked up yesterday. I think he may have got some other things, but he's not here, so I can't ask him. So let me show you what I know he picked up for sure. So he got a couple cucumbers, which are of course 0 smart points. He also got some green onion for a recipe, and green onion is 0 smart points. He picked up some polenta, and 2 half-inch slices of this polenta is 2 smart points. He got some reduced fat feta cheese. A 1/4 cup is 2 smart points of this feta cheese. He got some, it says enriched hominy quick grits. So, that looks so good. So this scanned at a 1/4 cup is 4 smart points. So I'm guessing that is a 1/4 cup dry. I have no idea how much that makes, but I will be finding out shortly. So a 1/4 cup of these grits is 4 smart points. He picked up some of the sun-dried tomatoes, many of them, because Winco is the only place we can find these. So the sun-dried tomatoes are 0 smart points. If you scan them, they do come up with points, but I count them as 0 because they are literally just dried tomatoes. So there's no additives, no nothing. And if you look in the scanner under sun-dried tomatoes packed without oil, it's 0 smart points. So that's what I use when I track these. He also got some balsamic vinegar, and 1 tablespoon of balsamic vinegar is 1 smart point. He picked up some olives. You can have 7 of these large olives for 1 smart point. He got some mint, which is 0 smart points, fresh mint. Eddie loves these ragu sauces for his pasta, so he picked up 2 of them. This roasted garlic parmesan, 1/4 cup is 4 smart points. And also the double cheddar, 1/4 cup is 4 smart points. I think that's what I said on the other one too. So these, sometimes I will use this on my pasta, and I just use 1/4 cup. So yeah, so they're not horrible unless you use a ton. Then he picked up a huge thing of minced garlic. Garlic is 0 smart points. He picked up 3 of these crab meat, cans of crab meat. For the crab meat, you can have 1/4 cup for 0 points, and 3/4 of a cup is 1 point. So that's a pretty good bargain. I believe he's going to make a couple dishes this week with crab meat. And then he picked up some chicken. We usually get our chicken, we get this Tenderbird frozen chicken, and it's usually a pretty good deal. I think the breasts are like $6 for 3 pounds, so it's not a bad deal. So chicken breast cooked, 3 ounces of cooked chicken breast is 2 smart points. Eddie likes the chicken thighs. 3 ounces of cooked thighs is 5 smart points. So that's it for Winco. There's a little discount store that is maybe about 40 minutes from us that Eddie likes to go to during the week when he has time. They have, I mean, you never know what you're going to get there, but they have really, really inexpensive things. It's like closeout kind of stuff. So he went yesterday, and here's what he got at that store. He got these provolone slices, the provolone cheese. He got 3 of these for 50 cents each. Woo! What a bargain. 50 cents for provolone cheese. And then he picked up these loaded baked potatoes, which I had the other night, for $2.99 for this entire bag. And I believe 70 grams of this is 2 smart points. That it looked like it was about 1/4 cup or 1/3 cup for 2 smart points. He picked up this Vaughn's bread there. They have, it's like day-old bread for 50 cents. So this garlic parmesan bread was 50 cents. And then he picked up these little guys. These are interesting. These are carrot, squash, and apple. It's like a puree. It says only pure vegetables and fruit. So it is a puree. I'm tempted to like not count points for it, because if there's really only carrot, squash, and apple, that's all 0 points. And I really do not subscribe to that whole blended fruit thing. So to me, this would be kind of like the unsweetened applesauce if it's not sweetened. So I may count it as 0 points, but this whole pack here is 4 smart points. So I'm actually going to throw these in the car, because I think these will be really good if I'm like desperate and I need something. So these are 4 smart points each, and I don't know how much. I think he said they were like 50 cents. So there's those, and then he also got a variety pack of lunch meat for himself. So that was it for that super duper cheap store. Alrighty, here we go with Trader Joe's. And actually this here was not Trader Joe's. Eddie picked this up for me at Winco, so I forgot to include that. This is just the regular boxed Merlot, which is, it's really inexpensive. I think it's like $11 or $12, and it tastes pretty good. I like to use this for my sangria because it's a nice mellow flavor and slightly sweet, and also you mix it with a lot of other things, so the flavor, I mean, it doesn't really need to stand out on its own, but it's pretty good wine anyway. So I really like this Vela boxed wine. So the rest of this stuff did come from Trader Joe's, and it looks like a little liquor store, but I decided to stock up this time. So I love Trader Joe's wines because they're really inexpensive, but they also taste good. So I usually go for like the $3.99 wines, unless maybe I'm entertaining or it's a special occasion, and then I will get a higher priced wine. But I find a lot of the $3.99 wines that I really like. So yeah, so they're pretty good. I generally like I like a red table wine or a red blend, and then sometimes when I want something really bold, I'll go for like a Malbec or a Tempranillo or a Syrah. So, but for the most part, I do just like something mellow, like a red blend. So I got these champagnes. I didn't realize that Eddie picked up a champagne for me as well, so that's fine. Can anybody ever have too much champagne? I mean, it'll be fine. I will just hold on to it, but I wanted the champagnes for my sangria. So the champagne is for the sangria, and then I also picked up another bottle of rum for the sangria. So those items are specifically for the sangria. I want to start making the sangria a little more for summer, number one, because it's refreshing, and number two, because it actually has less smart points than a glass of wine. So all of these things are for my sangrias. And then these wines here, I got, this one is a new one that I'm going to try. I don't even know what kind it is. It's some red, obviously. So that's a new one. This one I've had before, Sangiovese, and it's very good. It's very bold. This is another new one that I want to try. It's a California red blend. And then this Greenfin I've had before and really like, and this is just a basic red table wine, so that one's pretty good too. So those are all of the wines that I picked up, and then I picked up these fig and olive crisps. These are so good, so good. I love them, and they're not horrible in points. Like, you can have 8 crackers for 2 smart points. So I started out with 8 crackers for 2 smart points last night, and then before I knew it, yeah, gone. The whole box gone. So yeah, those were great while they lasted. I might pick some more up again the next time I'm in, but I mean, that's kind of a signal to me that maybe I should not have these very often if they're gonna go that fast. So these are wonderful though. I highly recommend these to you guys. So good. And then I picked up this chili lime seasoning blend. Susie Homemaker said it was really good. So she said it's good on literally everything. So we really enjoyed the everything but the bagel seasoning from Trader Joe's, and we put it on so many things. It's gone now, so this is probably going to be just as good. So we'll try it out. And that's everything that I got at Trader Joe's. I'm not I love Trader Joe's, but I'm not like a huge processed foods kind of person. And I know a lot of people get like frozen processed food at Trader Joe's, which is probably healthier than like regular grocery store processed food. But I'm just not a huge processed food person, so I don't go for that kind of stuff. But yeah, this is my jam, I guess. The crackers and the wine, Trader Joe's. Oh shoot, I also got some Jarlsberg cheese. So hang on. Okay, so this cheese comes highly recommended by Gina from Simply Gina. She loves this. This Jarlsberg Light is only 1 smart point, so it's really good. I had some of this last night with my fig and olive crisps and some wine, and it was just delicious. So I do like this Jarlsberg Light. I don't know, I would love to have it on my turkey wraps, but it's more of like a rare thing for me for 1 smart point. I'm cheap with my points. I'm cheap. Okay guys, here's my last grocery haul of the weekend. This last grocery haul is from Walmart. So pretty short, pretty simple. Let me go through with you what I found. So I decided to try the Silk Cashew Milk this time from Walmart. I believe 1/2 a cup is 0 smart points, the same as the almond milk. I decided to give it a try because a lot of people like the cashew milk over the almond milk. It actually is 5 calories less per serving, and unsweetened. So I think this will probably be good for my oatmeal, and I think that's really the only thing I use the almond milk or any kind of milk for, is for the oatmeal. So I think this will be fine in my oatmeal, and I just thought I'd give it a try and see if I like the flavor better than almond milk, which I do love. I like the flavor of almond milk. I just don't like it at all in my coffee. So maybe at some point, if I like the flavor of the cashew milk, I will try it in coffee. But so yeah, this cashew milk is half cup for 0 smart points. And then I got this, the French roast coffee K-Cups for my Keurig. I like the dark French roast, and I also brew these on strong, so these are 0 smart points, of course. I got fat-free cream cheese. I generally use 1 tablespoon at a time of this for my wraps, and 1 tablespoon of fat-free cream cheese is 0 smart points. I also got fat-free sour cream. It didn't look up the points specifically, but I know that 1 tablespoon of fat-free sour cream is 0 smart points. So that's generally about all I use. Maybe 2 tablespoons might be 0 smart points. Not positive, but I know 1 is 0. So that is fat-free sour cream. I also got some sage for a recipe I'm going to be making, and some allspice for the same recipe. It's a soup recipe. I got more of the Olay Extreme Wellness Wraps. The wheat wraps are my favorite, so I got 2 of those. Again, I can only find those at Walmart, so when I go, I generally stock up. These wraps freeze really well, so if you stick them in the freezer, when you're ready to thaw them and use them, just pull them out at least overnight in the refrigerator, and they thaw just fine. So these wraps are 1 smart point each. And then I found this Land of Frost Canadian bacon, which I thought I could only get at Winco. I found it at Walmart, so that's awesome. So I got 3 of those because I really like these for my egg wraps, and I want to try them with some shrimp and grits. So 2 slices of this Land of Frost Canadian bacon is 0 smart points. And I think you can have up to maybe 4 slices for 1 smart point. Not positive, but I know for a fact that 2 slices is 0 smart points. And then I got more of the Kraft fat-free cheddar. 1/4 cup of this is 0 smart points. I am constantly on the lookout for the Kraft fat-free mozzarella, and I can't find it anywhere. So until I can find it, I keep getting the Kraft fat-free cheddar, which still is as good, but mozzarella would be better in my pizza wraps. Anyway, got this. And then this I just got as a treat because I generally buy really cheap, inexpensive wine. But I thought this would be nice to have for tonight just as a treat for myself. I got an old favorite Menage a Trois, which is a basic California red table wine. It's delicious, it's mellow, and not too expensive. So this was about I think it was $7.98 actually. So that's it. That's it for my Walmart haul. And that's all for all of my grocery hauls all weekend long. So thanks for hanging in there with all of our grocery shopping. We hadn't been to the grocery store for a couple weeks, so we had a little bit of stocking up to do. And I just thought I would share all of that with you. So please feel free to ask any questions you have in the comments below. Thanks, guys.